Has anybody else been like sleeping until 2 p.m.? Hey. But then there's the exception where I'm like asleep at like 9 or 10 a.m. and I'm like, Turner Prices, where's my Turner Prices? Okay, is that much? Alright. This is why I don't miss Daisy May, because I have like a 10 a.m. clock to wake me up and be all like, wait, I gotta find Daisy and I gotta find out my Turner Prices. Alright, enough talk about Animal Crossing, because that's all I've been talking about. But I wake up to see two major things. I mean, the first one I saw like last night, but the more heat that, you know, was following it, I'm just like, maybe I should make a small comment on it. But first, we're gonna talk about the major news, and that is Inuyasha is getting a sequel! Who else saw this coming? Inuyasha Sequel project seemingly revealed with character designs. I'm shaking my camera. It's an earthquake. It seems as if the half-demon adventures of Inuyasha and Kagome haven't quite ended after all, as character designs and a poster for what is possibly a sequel to the series have been revealed via social media. The anime project, which is reportedly called Hanyo no Yashahime, shows what might be the children of the characters that have become fan favorites as a result of the classic anime series. Does Tumblr still exist? Someone check on Tumblr if it still exists. I think it blew up at this point. Because isn't this what like everybody wants when they're like huge fans of like the shipping wars? They want to see the babies. I've seen like so many fan comics of what Inuyasha and Kagome's children would look like, that just seeing something like this, like a show that is now following the adventures of their children, they're probably blowing up. They're just like, let's see the babies! Though Inuyasha came to an end with Inuyasha the Final Act and the manga, it looks like the supernatural world that spawned the anime characters will be making a comeback. While there are a few details about what this project is, whether it be a television series, feature-length film, or manga, it's clear that these character designs are doing a great job of giving us an idea of what characters these new offerings might be related to, with each of these protagonists seemingly bearing striking resemblances to Inuyasha himself. Kagome, Moroku, and Sango will be extremely interested in seeing further details about the origins of these characters, as well as how they'll be hidden the scene in the future. Oh my goodness, look at these character designs. Oh wow. Like, you see Inuyasha and Sesshomaru in the background, and there's a girl that kind of looks like Inuyasha. I love the little hairstyle with the bow. Kind of looks like Daddy's ears. Maybe she just loves Daddy so much that even though she has human ears, she's like, poof, here we go. This would make her quarter demon then. Like, she would have like 25% demon in her and 75% human, because Inuyasha's half human, Kagome's full human, so she's quart demon. So it'll be interesting to see what she can do. But then we see two other characters, a young man, to which towards the end of Inuyasha, Sango and Moroku actually did have a son. They have twin girls and a son. And we're seeing someone who kind of looks like Ren and Sesshomaru. So a lot of Ren Seshi shippers are probably squealing. Like, if you hear some sort of supersonic squee in the background, you know it's them. I'm just adoring these designs. That young man definitely has Moroku's face. And that's like becoming a thing nowadays, where it's like, you know, the sequel continues and you see like, you know, where their children are going. Like Naruto is going with Boruto, to which like true Naruto fans are just gonna keep watching, while the rest of us are like, meh. I was kind of only interested in Naruto to see his journey. The many adventures of his children is just me. But hearing the idea of Inuyasha's daughter having to work alongside Sesshomaru's daughter, it just sounds too precious. It generally sounds like a really cute and awesome idea. It's not just like, you know, like having two female leads or anything. It's just knowing their dads. Knowing, you know, where these two girls came from. One of them being Inuyasha's daughter, the other one being Sesshomaru's daughter, and they have to work together. It sounds like an awesome and hilarious idea. And then to like have Moroku and Sango's son accompanying them on their journey. Can you imagine if like Moroku's son being a flirt like his dad? Just with these two demon girls? I need this. I did not know I needed this badly. Inuyasha creator comments on sequel anime. To this day, Inuyasha remains one of the anime and manga franchise with some of the biggest and most passionate fans out there. Some even consider it to be series creator Rumiko Takahashi's best work yet. And soon, the Inuyasha universe will be getting an official continuation with an anime sequel project titled Yashahime Princess Half Demon, after reports have popped up about the new series earlier. Viz Media has officially announced that the sequel anime is in the works following the children of characters from the original series, but that won't be the only aspect of the original series returning. Well, good. I'm interested to see more. Series creator Rumiko Takahashi will be joining the new anime project and will be overseeing main character design. Not only that, Sunrise, the studio behind the first anime adaptation from the early 2000s, will be producing the new sequel anime as well. Yes! Takahashi even opened up after returning for the sequel in a press release with the following: "The 3 heroines are beautifully designed. I am looking forward to their adventure." Heroines? I mean, I saw the 2 girls and the young man, but seeing 3 heroines. Is that like Sango and Moroku is like one of the twin girls following them or something? Huh. Yashahime Princess Half Demon is currently scheduled for a fall 2020 release. Gimme! And has been officially licensed by Viz Media for its English language, digital streaming, Eastern Standard Time, and home video releases. Viz Media CMO Brad Woods had the following to say about the upcoming major sequel: "We couldn't be more thrilled to announce the acquisition of Yashahime Princess Half Demon. The Inuyasha universe has been a true pinnacle when it comes to delighting fans of all generations, and we're seeing that now, 2 decades later, with original Inuyasha episodes streaming on Netflix and Hulu. We're excited for fans to revisit this magical world created by the iconic Rumiko Takahashi." I am so excited! Ah, the many adventures of Inuyasha Kagome's kids and Sesshomaru's kid. Like, everyone's assuming that it's Sesshomaru's kid, but it's like, I hope it is, because I just want those 2 girls just to be clashing each other. Ah, I can't wait. So let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think of this news? What do you think of this new Inuyasha sequel? Let me know with your comments down below. And I'm assuming that Sesshomaru waited for Rin to get a bit older, old enough for her to have kids. I think people shipped it not because, they looked adorable, even though it's kind of creepy for an older person to fawn over a little kid, but the fact that it's Sesshomaru who hates humans only to be, won over by a sweet little girl. I think some people in the community saw it as a father-daughter thing, which, yeah, I could definitely see that, but others will see it that, when she gets older, will he fall for her? And I think people just like the whole, transition to, him just being this villain that hated humans, now falling in love with a human that saved his life. So that's why I'm seeing, why people want the romance to spark. But yeah, Rin and Sesshomaru shippers are probably squealing. They're just praying that is Sesshomaru's daughter with Rin. But we won't know until we see more footage, more trailers, more information, and come fall 2020, the official episodes. But then I was tagged on Twitter. Let me grab the tweet for you. "Thanks, Rami, and yet Alice 19th and Ted Rivers still don't have an anime." Thanks, Rami. Thanks. User at Renee Jeffrey, shared a article from Comic Book Resources and saying, "Hey, Anime America, apparently CBR finds you problematic for loving Shield Hero and thinks you're the I word." I'm guessing that means idiot. To which I'm just I don't know who these guys are, but everyone's got their opinions. I think it's a great show. A lot of other people think it's a great show. We all have our opinions. We just try to be a little nicer with our opinions instead of flat out being stubborn donkeys, being all "No, you're an idiot, and because I say so, you're an idiot." But there has been a bit of heat about this article. "The rise into the Shield Hero is absurdly popular for no good reason." Boy, let's just read the cringe from CBR.com. I'm not going to link them because I'm going to explain why you really shouldn't click on articles like this. "Isekai is easily the most ubiquitous genre in today's anime and manga, and that's an understatement, there's too many of them. While this means the genre has a huge audience of avid fans, it also means that it has plenty of detractors as well. Often seen as incredibly cliche, if not boring, the faraway fantasy worlds that isekai transports its heroes and viewers to all seem to blend together at this point, and in hosts of social faux pas, and you have the recipe for potentially terrible anime. Let me at him! That recipe was cooked to perfection with Rising of the Shield Hero. What? Was an overpowered protagonist? No, he's not. Like, did he even watch the series? How he worked to get his powers? Did you watch the show? With an overpowered protagonist who's seemingly never wrong, topped with socially contentious undertones. Methinks he doesn't like the first episode where a woman accuses him of a crime he did not commit. Methinks that. There's been a lot of people who just do not like the series because of that one thing. But it's more than that. It's society's impression of how they don't want to be wrong. It's more to it than that. The series has gotten its fair share of well-deserved flack. Not well-deserved opinions. Despite this, it continues to find a fan base as evidenced by its consistently high ranking on sites like Crunchyroll. Yeah, because it's good. Here's a look at how one of today's worst... Wow. I don't know if I can keep reading because it's just so... Like, how can you, like, write articles that is just so biased and so... Like, I'm seeing stuff all over here like #MeToo and... Again, I have to keep reading because I don't want to be like this person who's never seen the show and feels like they have to comment on it. Fortunately for him, everything goes downhill from there. He's not exactly charismatic among the chosen heroes, having been something of an outcast in his original world. That's the point of an isekai, but the other three feel like entitled otakus, while he's just the one that's working his butt off to actually do what's right for the world and not get brownie points for being an awesome isekai hero. This leads to only one female, a cardinal sin in the harem-filled world of isekai anime, to join his party, and once she does, she falsely accuses him of a crime he did not commit. From there, he has to learn how to thrive as a hero in a world where his reputation is lower than dirt. Fittingly, the show's own reputation and critical reception are lower than dirt, and for good reason. Have you seen the ratings? A lot of people have awarded it for Best Anime of 2019, next to Demon Slayer. The story kicking off with the hero being falsely accused of a crime he did not commit was especially controversial, with many seeing it as being at odds with the zeitgeist of the #MeToo movement, if not wholly opposing it. No! Who's saying that, though? A lot of people can, like, put themselves in Naofumi's shoes, as there's so many horrible people out there that will take advantage of your kind nature and accuse you of something you did not do, and have everybody around you believe it. It happens in school with bullies. It happens with men and women who, like, they try to be honest about something. The person didn't like their honesty, so they go around just slandering their name and spreading rumors and lies. And I wouldn't say we've all been there, because there's those people who start the fires, but a lot of us have been there. We've been like Naofumi. Not to his degree, to which some will say, yeah, they have been falsely accused of a crime they did not commit, but just having that one person just try to slander you because they don't like you. We relate to it. So just looking at it as just that one aspect, there's a lot more to it than that. Like, I don't get it. This led to many Western fans in particular criticizing the series, like a handful of people criticizing, for its casual misogyny, though the sentiment was significantly less felt in Japan. Because the problems of America do not match the problems of Japan. Japan has their own stuff to worry about, okay? They don't care about our problems. The show has also been accused of supporting slavery. Can I stop? Early on, the protagonist actually buys a slave girl, and instead of immediately freeing her or even feeling conflicted over the fact that she's a slave, Naofumi keeps her... Oh my god! Do you not understand the situation of his problem? That if he had set her free, she wouldn't have stayed to help fight for him. He needs someone to fight because all he has is a shield. He can't fight. He can only defend. And with everybody else abandoning him, he can only depend on a contracted being forced into the situation. Does he want to do it? No. But if he wants to survive and do what's right for this country, even though they are treating him like dirt, he has to resort to these low measures.
Master Naofumi fed me every day, healthy, nourishing food, anything I wanted. Not only that, he gave me valuable medicines and treatments, and they cured my illness. Are you capable of such kindness?
Of course I am.
If that were true, you'd have someone loyal by your side too, instead of that two-faced princess.
And for everyone that's like commenting that, like, you know, every new party member he gets only adds to his harem, like, keep in mind that each girl that comes into his party are only there to make him look worse. He's trying to do what's right for the country and to save his own life and to get out of that world by doing his job. He has to rely on a slave that he purchased, a princess that made him look like he was a kidnapper, a bird-like little girl that makes him look like, you know, bestial, you know the P word, freaking YouTube and their censorship. And with that last girl at the end, like, she was abandoned from her group for helping his group, for working together to save the world from the waves. She was kicked out of her group. She was framed for, like, breaking something that belonged to the Arrow Hero and was kicked out of the group, but she was framed for that. Kind of like how Naofumi was framed. She was framed to breaking something that she did not break and was kicked out of the group. And so he was like, well, okay, you're a skilled fighter, you helped us, do you want to join our group? And that, like, no matter what good he does, no matter what he does, people are still gonna look at him like he's, you know, bottom of the barrel, the devil upon devils, worse than the person's name that starts with H. Come on, YouTube. But this person doesn't get it. Like, I think this person just wants to complain about the elements that are within the show without understanding the context. Context matters. Everything that is in the show builds up to, you know, the story. Why he has to do this and that, and why certain people are in his team. Before I get to the comments, like, you really shouldn't click on articles like this. I did it just for me to rant, but you really shouldn't be clicking on stuff like this because it's there to trigger your emotions, and that's one of the genres of clickbait. There's the ones that say, what are the top 10 cats around the world? And they show one cat per page, and you have to keep clicking on the next page, and it just keeps building more ad revenue. The ones that ask you a question and it intrigues you, that's a clickbait. Just do some quick Google researches or look at the name of the website before you click on anything. This is one of those where it triggers an emotion that makes you want to share it and makes people want to click on it to read it and rage over it and share it more and leave comments, to which every time you do that, it only gives more money to these people. They don't care about integrity. They don't care about what they're saying or what they're doing, whether they get their facts right or not. They're only there for you to click. They want the clicks so that, you know, you see the ads on the side and they get the money. That's like these comments. Does anyone really do their research before posting an article like this one? Or is it better to just write what you don't like just so you get paid for the day? I'm bending down because I can't see behind my camera. Just the kind of garbage article one can expect from this dying website. If it's not useless, it's garbage opinions. See, like, all over this website and Twitter, people are just like, are you dumb? Maybe the anime is well received because it's good. If it were misogynistic, it would portray all women in the show as weak or evil. Not only is that not the case, but the women in the show are portrayed better than the men, even the kingdom being matriarchal. Thank you. There is a queen. There are badass ladies willing to fight. But because of the princess, it's misogynistic? This person just wants to trigger your emotions so you click. This is why, like, I'm like scanning the article, showing you guys the article so you don't have to click. I'm not providing a link for that. I'm only ranting because I know this article was only there for Mr. Timothy D to rant about a show that he doesn't like. And there's a handful of people that don't like it because of the hype, but also because of the themes that are in the show, even though they don't understand the context of the show. I personally think it's the best animated 2019. It's one of the best ones of the decade because it takes an isekai and makes it extremely dark and puts the hero in a very vulnerable situation. That's something that, like, the slime hero could have done, but it made him a very overpowered slime, and I'm like, I'm not too concerned about a slime ball that can do anything. But with Shield Hero, I just kept watching because I'm like, how low can these guys get, and what can Alphamy do to rise above it? That's why I kept watching. But yeah, if it's an article that is there to trigger your emotion, make you upset, try not to click on it because they want your attention, they want your clicks, they want your money. That is your lesson for today, kids. Coming up next will be Persona 4, the review. I'm sorry I keep delaying this. I was having severe writer's block typing it up, but once I got it done and started editing, I thought to myself, I really want something special for, well, I'll say it right here, like, there's a part of the review where I have my own Persona, and I wanted it to look really, really awesome, and a comic book friend of mine, he was taking commissions, and I asked him, could you do this? This is the context of it, and he said, sure, no problem. Takes him about like a week or two, so I'm waiting for him to get his design done. I'm still going to edit the video, so that by the time he's done with that design, I will just slip it into the video, and done. It'll be done. But yeah, you'll have that to look forward to in the next video of Persona 4, the anime review, but if he needs a little longer to work on that design, I'll think of something else for the next video. In the meantime, if you go to Facebook, I'll leave the link down below. I did, on Twitch, I did a villager hunt, because I had like an empty slot in my game for Animal Crossing, and I went around to different islands trying to find my next villager. If you want to see the crazy antics that went down, I just did a little highlight version, it's like 10 minutes. It's on Facebook. If you want to watch it, links in the description box down below. Thank you all so much for watching. More awesome videos will be on the way, so stay tuned, Anime America. Bye!
Hey there, if you like what we do on this channel, be sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. If you wish to support us financially, we do have a Patreon page with numerous rewards to fit your budget. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Anime America, and be sure to check out our other channel, Pop Spectrum. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned, Anime America.